Dear Diary, I wish I could just pause the world, just for a moment, just long enough to breathe. Have you ever felt that? That aching desire to hit pause on everything? The noise, the demands, the expectations? Press a button and make it all freeze just so you can catch up to yourself? Because that's where I'm at today. It's not that anything big went wrong. It's more like 100 tiny things that have been quietly piling up. And now I'm sitting here overwhelmed by a mountain I don't remember building. There's this pressure to keep going, keep smiling, keep producing, keep showing up like I'm fine. But the truth is, I'm tired. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. I want the emails to stop coming for a bit. The messages, the noise, the expectations. I want a moment of stillness that isn't filled with guilt. I want to sit with a warm drink and just exist. Not as a creator, not as a worker, not as a friend or a daughter or anyone else. Just as me. And I know I'm not alone in this feeling. So many of us are running on autopilot. We're expected to be available all the time. Online, responsive, engaged. And when we're not, the world keeps spinning like we're supposed to catch up no matter what. But I don't want to catch up today. I want to fall back. I want to be still. I want permission to pause without needing a reason. Some days I fantasize about a world where I can just stop. Not forever, not to give up, but just as long enough to feel human again. In that world, maybe I'd wake up slowly with sunlight on my face instead of an alarm ringing in my ears. I'd wrap myself in a blanket and listen to the quiet instead of checking my notifications before I even sit up. There would be no pressure to produce, no demand to perform, just a gentle kind of being. I'd make something warm to eat, maybe soup or toast with too much butter. I'd sit in the silence without needing to justify it. I'd look out the window and just notice things. The way the leaves shift when the wind moves them together, the rhythm of birdsong, the distant hum of life still moving, but not asking anything of me. I do little things I never seem to have time for anymore. Hug my plushies a little longer, light a candle that smells like comfort, let a soft playlist play in the background while I read something that isn't for work or study or hustle, just because I want to. Maybe I'd cry too. Not the dramatic movie kind of cry, but the slow, quiet kind. The kind that says, this has been heavy for a long time and I just need to let it out. And maybe when I finish, I won't feel fixed, but I'll feel a little more like myself, like the world hasn't swallowed me whole. That's the kind of pause I crave. Because lately, it feels like everything is moving faster than I can keep up with. People expect replies in seconds. Work wants everything done yesterday. Social media demands constant updates. And if you don't keep up, it's like you vanish. But I don't want to vanish. I just want to exist differently. I want to be seen for more than what I produce. I want to rest without disappearing. I want to pause without losing my place in the world. I don't need the world to stop forever, just long enough for me to find my breath again. The worst part about needing a break? The guilt. It creeps in so quietly. You haven't earned it. You should keep doing more. Other people have it harder and they're still working. What's your excuse? That voice, it never sleeps. It's there when I cancel plans. It's there when I sleep in. It's even there when I'm crying, whispering that I'm just being dramatic. But the truth is, I'm not lazy. I'm tired. Tired in a way that seeps into my bones, into my thoughts, into everything I do. And I hate that I feel like I have to explain that. Like I need a doctor's note for my exhaustion, a permission slip to just be human. I don't know when the world decided we had to earn rest. That slowing down made us failures. That burnout was just part of being alive. But I know this. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay when I'm not. Sometimes I think if I could just pause the world, maybe I wouldn't feel so behind. Maybe I could catch up. Maybe I could start to feel normal again. Maybe I'd stop feeling like I'm drowning in almost and not enoughs. I want to give myself the kind of compassion I give others so easily. When my friends are tired, I tell them to rest. When they cry, I remind them that their feelings are valid. But when it's me, I act like I should be bulletproof. And I'm not. I'm a soft person in a loud world. A tired heart still trying to be hopeful, a human being doing their best in a system that doesn't always make space for gentleness. So, diary, I'm trying to believe that needing rest isn't a failure, that being tired doesn't mean I'm weak, that wanting to pause the world doesn't mean I'm broken. It just means I've been holding too much for too long. Sometimes I wonder what I'd do with a full day of quiet, guilt-free, pressure-free, deadline-free. I think I'd start with breakfast in bed. Something warm, maybe something nostalgic like cinnamon toast or oatmeal with honey. I'd sip my tea while watching the sunlight crawl across the wall. I wouldn't scroll, I wouldn't rush. I'd just be there, present, grounded. I'd spend the time with softness, with things that don't ask anything of me. My coziest hoodie, my fluffiest blanket, a playlist that sounds like a hug, maybe even a few episodes of a comfort show I've seen 100 times. Not because I don't know how it ends, but because I know how exactly it makes me feel. I'd write in my journal, not to be profound, just to let things out, to make space in my head, to name things I've been carrying for so long they've started to feel like a part of me. And maybe when I feel ready, I'd go outside for just a little while, find a quiet patch of sun, let the sun soak into my skin, let the breeze remind me I'm real, that I'm here, that I don't have to outrun everything all the time. And when I come back in, I wouldn't rush into doing. I'd stay slow, let the day be gentle. I want that kind of day more than I want success or approval or applause. Because lately, I've started to believe something radical, that my worth doesn't rise and fall with how busy I am, that I'm allowed to live for joy, not just for survival, that I can rest and still be valuable, still be good, still be enough, that even if I pause the world for one day, I'm not falling behind, I'm catching up to myself. That's the kind of truth I'm trying to hold on to, diary, even when the world keeps spinning too fast. Dear diary, maybe one day the world will learn how to slow down with us. Maybe we won't need to fight for softness. Maybe stillness won't be seen as weakness. But until then, I'm learning how to slow down in my own quiet way. I'm lighting candles on weekdays. I'm taking longer showers and letting myself cry in them. I'm eating warm meals and not feeling guilty when they're simple. I'm hugging my plushies like they're lifelines. I'm breathing on purpose. I'm giving myself small pockets of pause, even when the world keeps spinning. Because I've realized something. If I wait for the world to give me permission to rest, I'll be waiting forever. So instead, I'm giving that permission to myself. I'm saying it's okay to be tired. It's okay to want quiet. It's okay to take a day off from being strong. The world will keep turning. The inbox will still be there. The tasks, the to-dos, they can wait, but my well-being can't. And if someone somewhere is reading this and feeling the same, if your chest feels heavy, if your head feels full, if your soul just needs a moment of peace, I hope you'll pause too. Even just for a breath, even just for this moment, you're allowed to step out of chaos, you're allowed to not be available, you're allowed to close your eyes and just exist. And you don't need to earn that. So here's your reminder from one tired, hopeful heart to another. You're not failing, you're healing, you are not behind, you are rebuilding, you are not broken, you're simply in need of rest. And that is okay. Please take care of yourself, pause when you need to, hold space for your heart, and if you ever feel alone in the softness, know I'm here too, on the other side of the screen, trying to do the same. We're allowed to rest, we're allowed to begin again, gently. Let's pause together, just for a moment. Just to breathe. And when you're ready, the world can wait a little longer. Until next time. Love, me. P.S. If this diary entry spoke to you, if you ever felt the weight of the world pressing too hard and needed someone to say, "You're not alone," I'd love to invite you to support me on my Patreon. Every bit of support helps me continue creating this cozy, healing content. And more importantly, it helps me step away from working 2 jobs just to survive. This dream of making gentle, comforting videos full-time, your support brings it closer to reality. If you want early access, exclusive content, and the chance to be part of this journey, my Patreon is open and waiting. Thank you, truly, for helping me build something soft in a world that is often too loud.